Good morning. Well, woke up from another horrific dream. Turned on my Facebook. Well, my second Facebook. I find all my icons across the top here, all black. It doesn't let me do much. These are all the people I've spoken to over this, about all this stuff. And if you notice, a lot of them talk to me and then they disappear. Their files disappear or whatever. Matter of fact, you know what's a good one? Barack Obama was on there. He still is somewhere. But now they changed the last wording of his name. He used to spell it right. Now it's changed. Well, it's been changed, I should say. And, yeah, everything we spoke about disappeared. I put him straight point to the question. This guy, Brad, I'm not sure about him. But a bunch of these people, this lady right here I haven't heard from. She's a TI, she's been attacked. I haven't heard from her at all in months. Excuse me. Yeah, they give you a lot of gas for some reason. Anyway. Yeah, so started off this morning with another threatening dream of them attacking my family. They're trying to basically just hammer me down. Yesterday I went out. Well, if you read my Facebook, it's Joe Netherall. Facebook. This lady, I believe, is a real TI. I believe they're attacking her hard. This girl is, they're using her as a sex drone. At least that's what she claims. She claims they drug her and they repeatedly rape her, and then they harass her with the electronics, the M2K, and gang stalking. I don't know if she's playing or not. I'm assuming not, because pretty good when you can act like God and pretend that you're God and use your little electronics. Most drones, they have no better clue. They don't understand. They don't know what God is. They don't know what the word Jesus is. I do. Trust me. I do very, very much. One thing I do know is Jesus will never speak in your head. He'll speak through your heart, but he'll never speak through your head. Okay? Yeah, there you go. See, these are the terrorists we're dealing with. They're releasing this stuff. They're trying to get as many people. And that's why, now if it comes clear to me, for the last 2.5 years, they've been telling me, leave, get out of the city, move to Texas. Oh, gee, guess what? The Ebola just broke out. Now I understand why they wanted me to go to Texas. This has all been planned way before. Every little piece has been planned. I think the only part that didn't work out as planned is I ain't their drone. I will never be their drone. It ain't gonna happen, son. Sorry. Okay, you ain't nothing but a terrorist with a little Mr. Microphone, little Mr. Electronic MK Ultra and V2K and Northwoods, and get all your little sayings out there and all your little things. The problem is a lot of it is just BS, that the propaganda, whatever you want to call it, rhetoric. I like to call it rhetoric. That's all they do. This guy's getting blamed for it. It started way, way before him. Trust me. At least in my world it did. I don't know about your world. But anyways, yeah, this is my morning video. I'm gonna post this one. And they did not stop justice. They say there is no more justice in this world. I'm starting to believe them. You know why? Because I've called everybody and nobody's responding. Okay? They claim I've done things wrong. They claim I've done all this wrong. But they have no proof, because I didn't do it. They have what they created. I believe that. I believe they have created and fictitiously made shit up and trying to attack me with it. The problem comes in is it was more than one terror cell that was attacking me at the same time. You see, I pissed off the politicians, and I pissed off the unions, and I pissed off a bunch of people by me getting my retirement, by me fighting and proving to them, I shouldn't say that, when I went to the state doctor, and I handed him my own MRI that I paid for out of my own pocket, because the doctors were using their power and their control to stop me and lie about me and say that I was 100% and say I wasn't hurt, and say I was lying and I was making things up. Okay, and I went and got my own x-ray, and which led to my own MRI, which led to the state doctor reinstating my retirement, and which led to me receiving my retirement. See, what they tried to do was they tried to mess me all up with my family. Okay, I'm sure they used their badges and their patches, and they used their, terrorist powers, the ones that they're hiding behind, the good guys' powers. Anyways, I can't prove that, and my wife don't want to talk about it, so I'm assuming they got her so scared, because every time I mention it to her, we end up in an argument. I haven't argued with my wife in 21 years. I'm not about to start now for these terrorists. Okay? It's just not going to happen, especially over something like this. Okay? They threatened me. I know that they made sure, because I stopped following their orders as soon as they started talking about murdering people and hurting children and hurting women, and I don't do that. Sorry, pal. And they're just, nonstop. When they told me that and I refused, okay, that's when they started shooting at the house. That's when they started doing the drive-bys and the flashes, and they started driving by with their detectives pointing cameras at me, flashing pictures at me, and that was 4 years ago when I started to disobey them. I'm sure they got them pictures as evidence. Fucking terrorist. I'm going to tell you something right now, people. Okay? They're using it. They snuck their way into the, well, actually, I don't know how true this is, but what's going around here, the rumor is the FBI just caught one of the training officers, which I haven't seen on TV, I haven't seen anywhere. I've heard it through the grapevine, that they caught one of the training officers at the police academy here texting messages to the other officers so they could get their sergeant's exams passed. Well, we know what happens there, right? You got to make sure you keep your right people in line, so when you want to make stories up, they all fall in line and agree. Right? Wouldn't want an outsider in there telling, no, that's not what happened. We're learning quick here, friends. We're learning quick here. Whether that's more rhetoric or propaganda, I don't know. But I do know I called the feds. I do know I had a friend call the feds. I do know I've texted everybody, legislative affairs, everybody, sent all these videos that are here have gone into the government emails, let's put it that way, okay? All the drive-by shootings, all the threats, all the harassment have all gone into government emails, okay? But once again, the government doesn't seem to be paying attention, especially to terrorist threats. But then they take all the money for that homeland security, don't they? Oh boy, you know, sooner or later, I don't know, I guess it's going to have to go to a bloodshed and a revolution, huh? It's not a good idea. It's not what most people should want. I know they want it, because right now they're running they get all the guns that we paid for. They have all the weapons that we paid for. You remember this big war on drugs? Now that's funny. That is hilarious, okay? You know what's funny is they got a lot of street dealers, a lot of $20 dealers, okay? The big guys, they didn't get touched. And, you know, I believe that's part of the reason why they're after me too, is because I know all so much about both sides. And, well, that, and I blew the whistle because they had basically a bomb strapped to my back, and I was walking around inside of it for years. Every time I had to flip that switch, just had to pray to the Lord. I would have never knew it happened. That's the only good thing about it. I would have had no idea that it happened. It just would have, there would have been a hole in that ground. Anyways, you people have a good day. And yes, everything I said here is the absolute truth. Every single word. So you guys have yourself a good day. And hope YouTube don't block this video too. I know Facebook has been playing. I put all these videos out there, and it seems like the only people that see is the people that I present it to. I don't believe any of my videos have made mainstream, or whatever you want to call it. I believe they're blocking me. But whatever. Anyways, guys, have a good day. Take it slow. When your stalkers point their fingers at you or do suggestions, make sure you smile in their face as you're looking in their eyes. It makes them feel all so warm and cozy.